Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of my Elden Ring Let's Play. Excuse me. So, last time we explored a little bit of Jarberg and we went up here to get a few incantations. Nothing too special. Really, we didn't do a whole lot. We mostly focused our episode on Jarberg, exploring it, and gave some thoughts about, you know, how I feel about the atmosphere of this little town. Um, Now, I noticed that I missed a couple of like lines of dialogue where I had to reload the area. Basically, I had an idea where another NPC would show up and the quest would carry on, but that is not the case. Instead, we have to talk to Jar Baron over here. Jar Baron, is that his name? Something similar.
Oh, hello again, cuz. I'm happy you came back. I have good tidings for you, cuz. Have you noticed the rare flowers growing in this village? I asked the villagers if you could pick some of them, and they said you'd be very welcome.
Well, I've already been picking up like pretty much every flower, so
Go on, cuz. You really should pick some of our flowers. Who knows? They might be of some use. Go on, who knows?
um, I don't believe there's actually like any any reason to pick up flowers. I don't think it unlocks any special dialogue. I could try to pick up some and just see if he has anything else to say. Why not? Don't think there's an inventory cap. Let's see if Jarbaron is
Go on, who knows?
nope, doesn't have anything else to tell us. I didn't want to be like this what's the word for it? I didn't want to be this thorough while playing the game. I don't want to show you every single dialogue because that's gonna be a pain. But I figured, since we could, I might as well show you these lines.
Ah, say, cuz. Have you. Oh!
Oh,
Ah! Hello again. Say, cuz. Have you met Uncle Alexander? He used to live here with us, but then he left to be a champion. I asked to go with him, but he said, the path of champions must be trod alone. So heroic, right? I miss him, though. If you see him, you should ask him to teach you how to fight, cuz. He's big and tough and strong. Uncle Alexander said he won't be back again. My home is of the past, and the past, as they say, is a different country. I suppose that's part of being a warrior, isn't it? So, please don't tell anyone, cuz. But I'm actually a warrior jar as well. One day, I'll be just like Uncle Alexander. Then I'll have to leave the village to become a champion. Uncle Alexander won't come back here. My home is of the past. I suppose that's part.
all right, let's rest again. Very interesting dialogue there. Not sure if he's like a literal uncle. Could just be something he calls him. I honestly don't know uh, the whole lore about jar people. I certainly don't know how they have kids. So
Uncle Alexander, my home is. I suppose that's.
okay, well that was it. I just want to show you those two conversations we could have. Now, for a while, we're not gonna be back here. Pretty much every NPC quest in Elden Ring is like this. Honestly, it is a flaw uh, that I also see in the open world. Guess we can talk about that as well. Talking about the flaws of the game, certainly a topic of conversation. Um, People usually mention, oh, quest lines are convoluted in these games, and then you have a hard time finding the next step. And in an open world game, that's even worse. And sure, that is absolutely something that's worth talking about. But one thing I don't see mentioned enough is it's not really just not being able to follow the quests uh, and getting to the next step on your own. And it's not just having quests so far apart that you don't remember what you're doing because it's an open world and there's no quest log. I mean, it is partially because you don't remember what you're doing, but really, I think one of the problems is you get a quest, right, and it takes you so long to get to the next step, but you can't really become attached to anything. Like, I honestly couldn't tell you, like, yeah, Alexander is my big mate. Like, the community makes him out to be a really fun character, and he is. He will show up a lot later on. He's gonna be our our friend, and he is a summon that you can use in several fights. So I will tell you that there is something to be said about like Alexander, um, like being a cool reoccurring character. Your warrior bro. But in all honesty, can you really say you become attached to a character like him when you've seen him once? You got him out of a hole, and provided you've been doing like the normal progression of the game, you're not gonna be seeing him again for quite a while. Like, yeah, I could actually like go and see him right now. He is in an area that we are appropriately leveled for, but at the same time, it's still a difficult area, and it's out of our way. Like, it wouldn't really make sense to go there. There's no defining landmark to say, okay, here is an adequate place for you to go back, step back from Liurnia and go back to Caelid. You guys, spoiler alert, Alexander is in Caelid for his next little conversation. Although, one thing about Alexander's quest is, as far as I know, the next location where he is actually optional, and he won't change from that location unless you progress. So you could definitely visit him right now, or in like 10 hours, provided you don't do like the actual requirement. You won't miss him. So yeah, there's something to be said about not having quest log, and it's really hard to progress the quests because they're quite cryptic. And yeah, that is absolutely true, but it also works against it. Like, narratively, you cannot get attached to characters, and you can't get attached to characters. Really, what's the point of making lovable characters, right? But not every game is perfect. There's a lot of things to complain about Elden Ring, but there's also plenty of things to love about it. And I think that goes for pretty much every game, doesn't it? And while I was talking, I tried to like give you some views as we were coming down that path. Remember that I told you there were some catacombs hidden around here. They do not lead up to that plateau, unfortunately. Oh, we got our first secret passage. As you can see, we rolled into the wall. You can also attack it, and you can see the walls fade away. Really nice detail, or not really nice detail, but really interesting thing that they started adding around halfway through the game. It's the same thing as with all other Dark Souls games and stuff, they always had these invisible passages, and it's something every player will be aware. Oh, we got the head of the imp. All right. Human bone shard and the watchdog staff. Yeah, unfortunately, whenever you start getting invisible walls in catacombs, people are gonna take that as an opportunity to make you hit every single wall. Because then you'll think, yeah, that's another invisible wall, but then it isn't. Watchdog staff. Large stone staff embedded with clean stone, wielded by your three burial watchdogs who protect catacombs. The watchdogs, battered and broken over their lengthy tenure, rule the catacombs and are even said to command the imps. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we got that one passage. Actually, it might be worthwhile to follow it. Checkpoint ahead. Don't. Yeah, don't. Oh, okay. Okay. And that's the boss room. I want to explore the rest before we go here. I think I remember which boss is in there, and it's not particularly hard, but especially once you know the gimmick, it's probably the easiest boss. But still, I want to explore the rest first, because why not? Okay, didn't know you could attack and drop down. And as you can see, we're not really getting any like meaningful amount of runes anymore. We are certainly, I don't want to say over leveled, but well into Liurnia now, and that's obviously gonna mean less rune income. Oh, don't forget to hit the lock-on button, see if there's any more that you're missing. Right, Lucaria soldier ashes. Alright. Some altar here. Let's go back to the boss room. I don't want to do it right now, but I think I want to do an episode eventually. Oh god. Where I read every ash again, because I haven't been reading them. I forgot they had lore, and you know, sometimes I read them. You know, I've done that, and I've pointed out that I haven't read them. So I might do that. Just like try and gather my thoughts about a few things. We'll see. Not particularly necessary. Okay. Yep. So that was a spirit collar snail. I think you'll see a few more of them throughout the campaign. And obviously that was one of the Crucible Knights, the ones that we hate to fight. Spirit collar snail is hidden. There's like a halo of light that you can spot, and you can go for it. You can lock on. I tried locking on, didn't work. So you have to go and strike the snail, and we can't actually level up. Okay. All right, so catacombs are done. Let's take the scenic way out. Actually, I don't want to go through those bats again. Have we been here? I can't remember. I mean, it's fine if we haven't. I wouldn't mind exploring all of this. I think I'd want to stop around here. And I know there's something I want to do close by. Okay, let's just take the scenic way out. There's something I want to do on this left side to complete or progress with another quest, even though I'm not going to be using that NPC for anything. It's not the ending we're going for. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna hit that one with firebomb. Don't want to wait around, lose too much time. Got a couple mushrooms. Oh, there's one more. It's all right. Yeah, so not really much to see around here, I guess. Just a path carved into the mountain. Then let's try Torrent. Up north. See, that's Mount Gelmir in the distance. Keep trying to point out the locations. Eventually I'll have to stop because I'm sure most of you will be familiar with the map if you're not playing the game alongside me or haven't actually played the game. And oh, Edgar the Revenger. I wonder if you remember him. Hasn't been too long, so I hope you do. Banished Knights Albert +8. Probably the highest damaging weapon we could have at the moment, right? Probably. Finely crafted Albert intricately engraved with an ancient motif, given to knights who, whether by misfortune or misdeed, were forced to abandon their homes. Most of these knights were sent to the fringes, where they were forced to start anew with only despair for company. And we got a chivalry grave. Now, if you don't remember, Edgar was actually the lord of Castle Morn. The castle in the Whipping Peninsula. He was the father of Irina, and well, if you remember, she died trying to escape the castle. We met her just like, can you please go deliver a letter to my father in the castle? And I think the servants had revolted in the castle, so he stayed behind to recover this very sword that we're using right now. It's actually kind of ironic. We killed him with the sword he wanted to protect. But anyway, he stayed at the castle to protect the sword while his daughter ran away. she asked us to go to the castle, which we did. We cleared the castle. We helped him protect the sword. We basically went and grabbed it, and then we talked to him, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna return to my daughter. But when he got there, she was unfortunately dead, killed by what we assume to be the same servants that rebelled. He promised us to set out and find whoever had done this. And while I'm not sure why he ends up here, I assume all these bodies represent the people who had done um, all of that at the castle, who had killed her. He was driven mad by the Shabriri grape. Um, at least that's probably my theory. The Shabriri grapes, if we read their description, equipment, clicking all the wrong buttons. Should be under key items, right? Okay, no, it does not. Well, it's kind of a spoiler, I guess. Getting a bit ahead of myself. I was bound to happen. Well, he was driven mad by it. You'll see why eventually. I don't know why I keep sitting down while I'm just talking. And we're gonna offer the Shabriri grapes to Haita. Not Haita. What is it? Haita? The one that's over here, next to the Gate Town Bridge. Is it Haita? I think it is. Who, by the way, happens to have the same look and voice actress as Irina.
Hello? Is someone there? Would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your I'm on a pilgrimage in search of the distant light. And when I eat one of those grapes... Oh, many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. That aside, I wonder what Shabriri grapes really are. Delectably tender and sweet, yet searing. What a sight they must be to behold. No. That's not possible. Not all of those people. Their own... So those noises I heard were... Sorry. I'm all right now. Don't mind me. I apologize. You only did as I asked. I'll be fine. Think no more of it. I apologize. I'll be fine.
I'm actually not sure if I was supposed to tell her. Yeah, Haita. I'm not sure if I was supposed to tell her what they are. You are right there.
I apologize. I'll be fine.
I'm not sure if I was supposed to tell her what they actually are, or if I should have kept quiet. Not sure if that changes anything, but if it does, we'll live with it. Again, this is not like a complete playthrough, 100%. It's more like 90%. I'll show you as much as I can, and if I end up missing something, well.
Is that you over there? I've gleaned something very important indeed, thanks to you. The reason why it was eyes I had to eat. The distant light is far and frail, so faint it can't be seen by the naked eye. But with everyone's eyes together, it appears. Finally, it all makes sense. I'm certain now. I will be a finger maiden. I've gleaned something I'm certain now.
Right, let's rest once more. She will become a finger maiden. Well, I'm not sure how she reached that conclusion. But it does make sense. Anyway, the reason why, by the way, we're talking about Shabriri grapes and all that, why they cause madness. Well, if nothing else, try and excuse myself of maybe spoiling a bit of the surprise, although I'm not sure if it'll ever be like explicitly told. So eventually I would just tell you that. But they're related to madness, or they incur madness, and you can literally see their visual design is in a way very similar to the other madness we found in the Weeping Peninsula. If you remember that village, their eyes were glowing, and they dropped a few items. Let me go into my inventory. Uh, yeah, like the um, the yellow ember and eyes of yellow. Yep. It's basically they're very similar in design to those items. So I think that's kind of how you have to interpret it, because otherwise, why would Edgar attack you too? It's not as if he forgot the favor you did for him. Um, and yeah. Anyway, I think we're gonna call it an episode here. We've done the catacombs. We quote unquote helped Edgar, and we came back to Haita. Not sure when we'll meet her again. Absolutely, yeah, completely not sure. Or I don't know at all. I haven't looked up her quest, and I've never done it completely. Uh, so yeah, next episode, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Probably gonna be exploring either this side or this side. Don't know. Like, have no clue at all. Eventually, I want to go up here. There's a quest we can do over there. Can go up here. Can do all of this. No problem. I'll be avoiding this place for a while, and eventually, I want to go back to Kaled. Just explore the one area we have revealed. That's about as much as I think we can and should explore. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.